hundreds of troops from 28 different nations and thousands of tons of supplies are dropped to the front line every day. The workhorse of the operation is the RAF C-130 Hercules.
Believe it or not, the aircraft has a padlock on it with a key. It might be worth millions of pounds, but it's held security by a key. As in most things military, you have to sign for everything. I wish I got a pound every time I climb the bloody stairs.
Paul's got to make sure the Army Air Dispatch Squadron have loaded the pallets correctly. If a container gets stuck as it goes out the back, it could cause the plane to crash.
You get a slight nervous twinge every time the load's about to go, the green light comes on, the winch operates, and you wait for this load to start moving. Once it starts moving, you know it's going in the right direction. And if it jams, we're in a whole world of poo, basically. Hang on 1 second.
Tonight they're flying 50 miles to Sitting Bull, a combat zone in northern Helmand where ground troops are waiting for fresh water and rations. It's risky. In January 2005, a Herc was shot down by enemy fire, killing 10 airmen.
We have defence systems to try and protect us from missiles, but there are inherent risks with what we do. That can't be avoided.
Chap, the pilot, always gives his Herc a quick once-over before taking off.
We're just making sure the aircraft is fit to fly, it's safe. The flare settings are correct, that the right flares are in the right positions in case we get engaged by a missile. That's a bit of a habit. I'll sign for her now, accept responsibility for her until we land, and then I sign her back into the engineers.
They're packed up and ready to go, but they've got a hard night ahead of them.
The potential issue is if we drop too far away. There is the risk that the guys, when they go out to pick them up, could take so long, insurgents could actually attack them.
You guys ready in the back?
Ready now, back, yeah.
That's the thing I think crews worry about the most. We want to get them as accurate as possible, so there's a minimum issue on the ground picking them up.
Alright, pause the right arm gear up, please. Just going to pull back to you a little bit.
Next stop, Sitting Bull.
It is a very good night for gogs.
Speaking of gogs, my left eye's just gone.
Is that the gogs or is that just your eye?
Aha!
You get to a certain age, things stop working properly then. That works.
Night vision goggles are an essential bit of kit, helping the pilots steer clear of mountains and valleys in the pitch darkness.
Some of these drop zones are very difficult terrain actually. Big wadi areas, very deep. So if you can imagine if a 1-ton container lands in that, it's a real pain to get it out.
Tonight, there's an added problem, a high wind. Chap uses a navigational aid to help him drop at the right spot. It's called a sonde and is designed to be parachuted out of the plane. As it falls, it sends back data on the wind's speed and direction. But it's not working.
Got nothing on the sondes.
At all?
No.
Unfortunately, it's not robust enough yet. It's great when it works, but it doesn't reliably work.
Nothing on the sondes again.
Well, yeah, turn it off.
I'll just try, go through it one more time, but I don't know why it's not working. Just don't get this machine sometimes.
Chap's now going to have to fly lower to make sure his cargo hits the target. As the Herc approaches the drop zone, Chap will bring the plane down to just a few thousand feet. And then open the cargo bay door. Each crate has a parachute attached to a cable. Chap needs to pull up at exactly the right moment, and gravity and wind do the rest.
The Hercules has been tried and tested all the way from the 50s in Vietnam through to today. Although actually quite a simple system, it really does work well. That works.
What we're doing now is slow the aircraft so we can descend quite steeply into the drop.
The drop zone's about the size of 2 football pitches. But when you're flying low at 150 miles an hour in complete darkness, hitting your target takes real skill.
15 seconds. Action stations.
Action stations.
Red on.
Red on.
We're straight 5 cover.
Green on. Green on.
Green on. Green on. Nice moving. Nice moving.
Nice moving. Nice moving. Nice moving. Nice moving. Nice moving. No, it's gone. Red on. Red on. Right on.
Even without the help of the sonde, the containers hit the target area bang on. 16 tons of water and rations dispatched to grateful troops on the front line.
Ramp that door. Roger, clip the back. Closing.
Now that's impressive.
Throttle, throttle.
Sir,
Check
we are not on
altitude.
purple 2 at this time.
To get out of the enemy's firing range, Chap climbs to 8,000 feet as fast as possible at a sharp angle. It's like being on a roller coaster.
Okay, we're above safety out, gents.
The Herc crew heads back to Kandahar. It's been a hard day's night.
16 loads were loaded and 16 loads came out the back of the aeroplane, and that's what we expected to do, and that's what we did.
We get it wrong sometimes. Maybe the drops aren't quite as close as we'd like them to be, but we are still providing them with something that would cost lives if they got it there by road.
It may be midnight, but the Herc crew want their dinner. The cafes and canteens are all shut, but they've planned ahead and have got 4 cold pizzas standing by on the runway.
For breakfast it was muesli, for lunch it's pizza, and then maybe we'll make breakfast for dinner.
The old Herc's been fitted with some surprising mod cons.
It's a microwave, just like at home.
It's a canteen first, and then occasionally do a bit of flying. You guys, Captain? Thank you very much, co-pilot. Oh, this is not up to my standard. Make it again.
That's okay. You're up, please.
A Hercules is a large and valuable target for the Taliban. They try to attack them on a regular basis. So, Loaded Joe is on the lookout for anyone launching a missile. But 5 minutes into the flight, the onboard defence mechanisms are triggered. Flares are launched to divert any heat-seeking missiles, and pilot Chap prepares his crew for a possible hit.
You assume the worst straight away, and you want to get eyes out to make sure that there isn't something coming towards you. So that's why we've got the observers down the back.
Joe confirms it's a false alarm.
That concentrates the mind.
But I can only think it wasn't happy, so it's just fired them as a safety.
Doesn't have me brimming with confidence, I must admit.
Well, it makes me more confident actually, because I know it works.
The Hercules crew are 80 miles north of Kandahar Air Base, dropping off a new engine to a Chinook that's broken down at Tarin Kowt. Pilot Chap has to land the plane on a patch of desert in hostile territory.
I reckon I'm there now. Okay, on glide path on set line. Speed is 20 knots fast.
The strip is rough ground that's been demined, cleared of debris and rolled. It's quarter of the length of a normal runway, so Chap's got to land right at the front in a marked out area the size of a tennis court.
Speed's 7 knots fast.
The big difference with the strip is we have to ensure, because it's shorter, it's narrower, that we land when we need to land. If you bounce, you've got to go around. And believe it or not, a big aircraft like this, you can actually bounce it.
80 feet. 40. 20.
If he overshoots the runway, he could end up in a minefield. He slams on the brakes and puts the engines into reverse. The Hercules is an easy target for the Taliban when it's on the ground, so the delivery needs to be quick.
Looking at the next step ahead, and I'm thinking about where I'm going to park.
Okay, 30 knots, speed's under control.
Where people are on the ground, whether we've got any threats. So you never really switch off, you can't in this environment.
You're clear, right? Okay, stop into there. Roger that. Right, parking brakes on. You're clear out the back.
The loadies hand the Chinook engine over to the engineers to get the stranded helicopter back up and running.
Okay, it's going to be Emirates departure.
And the Herc crew get more cargo for their next stop, the capital city, Kabul.
Around Afghanistan there are lots of strips, but it is not the norm for the way we operate the aircraft. You never call a strip an everyday thing.
Rotate. You're up, please, Knowles.
Once they're out of the hostile zone, they can relax a bit.
Reconfirm squadron 0373.
Thanks, sir. Oh, it's beautiful outside.
Good time of day to be flying, isn't it?
Not ideal though in terms of security of the aircraft we fly during the day. At night we are obviously less conspicuous, but it will be dark by the time we get to Kabul. So yeah, we get to see beautiful views like this.
An hour later, they arrive in Kabul. They deliver their cargo and reward themselves after a stressful day.
We finally made it so that we can actually pick up some food. Thai does the most amazing curries. Good bit of morale boost really for the guys.
Right in the middle of Kabul's airbase, there's a Thai takeaway.
Green curry, please.
Green curry, chicken or beef, sir?
Chicken, please.
Chicken, yes.
I'll have a cashew nut
Cashew nut.
with steamed rice, please. Lots of chilies.
Okay.
He did tell me that specifically. I did warn him, but no, he wanted it.
After picking up their takeaway, the crew head back to Kandahar.
Thanks for getting the grub, chap. Pleasure.
Chap leaves the flying to his co-pilot and plays trolley dolly, microwaving their in-flight meals.
How is yours? You said you wanted it hot. Oh, did he ask for it extra freshly hot? It's hot. Is it actually consumable though? Yeah, it's actually very tasty. Yeah. Gentlemen, down the back, do you want anything?
To round off a perfect dinner, coffee's all round.